You can use Keynotes to label model elements, detail components, and materials, identifying them either using text or Keynote numbers. If you use Keynote numbers, you'll need to create a Keynote legend that you can add to sheets to identify the keynotes. In this project, I've already placed keynotes in this view. In the project browser, double-click to open the G101 coordination sheet. Notice that the floor plan has already been placed on this sheet. Before I create a Keynote legend, on the Annotate ribbon, I'll expand the Tags panel and choose Keynote Settings. In the Keynoting Settings dialog, in the Numbering Method area, you can choose by Keynote or by Sheet. When set to by Keynote, keynotes are based on the numbers assigned in the Keynote data file. I'll change this to by Sheet and then click OK. Now, the keynotes are simply numbered based on the order they were added to the views on the sheet. Note that when numbering keynotes by sheet, if a view has not yet been placed onto a sheet, the keynote value will appear blank, but will fill in once the view is placed onto a sheet. To create a Keynote legend, on the View ribbon, in the Create panel, I'll expand the Legends drop-down and choose Keynote Legend. In the new Keynote Legend dialog, I'll accept the default name and click OK. Revit displays the Keynote Legend Properties dialog. This is the same dialog as when creating a schedule. As you can see, the two fields, Key Value and Keynote Text, have already been placed in the Scheduled Fields column. On the Filter tab, note that if you select the Filter by Sheet checkbox, the resulting legend will only display keynotes that are actually used in views that have been placed on the sheet to which you add the legend. If this checkbox is cleared, the legend would display all keynotes that have been used in the project. I'll select the checkbox. On the Sorting Grouping tab, you can see that the legend will be sorted based on the key value. On the Formatting tab, you can change the headings, adjust their orientation, and so on. I'll click OK. Revit immediately creates the new legend. Remember that you can change the width of columns in this view, but doing so has no effect on how the view will look once placed onto a sheet. Also, this view has been added to the Legend branch in the project browser. I'll switch back to sheet G101, and then drag and drop the legend from the project browser onto the sheet. Once it has been placed onto the sheet, I can use the grips to adjust the column widths as desired. Unlike model views, you can place the same legend onto multiple sheets. Of course, you can also duplicate Keynote legends. For example, in the project browser, I'll right-click on the Keynote legend and choose Duplicate View, Duplicate. I'll right-click on the new legend and change its name to Master Keynote List. In the Properties palette, I'll click the Filter Edit button to open the Filter tab of the Keynote Legend Properties dialog and clear the Filter by Sheet checkbox. This legend will show all keynotes in the project, not just those on a particular sheet, so that the specifications writer can see all of the keynotes. I'll click OK to close the dialog. I'll switch back to sheet G101. If you prefer to use keynote values rather than number keynotes by sheet, you can easily switch back. On the Annotate ribbon, expand the Tag panel and choose Keynoting Settings. In the Keynoting Settings dialog, in the Numbering Method area, I'll select the By Keynote radio button and then click OK. Now, both the floor plan and the keynote legend use keynote values.